Hello, my name is Nolan. I'm going to be talking about podcast number 4 today. I'm really excited about it because I am staying up past my quarantine bedtime, which was state issued. I am what they call the bad boy of podcasts, possibly. Garrett, are you drunk?
No.
Neither am I. I need more booze.
Well, you can go get more booze.
Then I gotta drive home.
It's not that far of a drive.
I know. The sad part is one day I'm just gonna be way too fucked up. I get like, see, that's the thing. I can definitely do like 2 minutes of good drunk driving and or high intoxicated driving. Are we recording?
Yeah.
This has all been a story, a completely non-truthful, fictional. Is fictional the fake one?
Fictional is the fake one.
A completely fictional story that is completely fabricated in the mind of an idiot.
Everything we say in these podcasts is completely fabricated and is not true.
That is true.
That's the only thing that is true. So when our co-host Nolan is intoxicated,
In these
any
theoretical
sense,
stories.
in these fictional stories, he has about 2 minutes of good driving.
Yeah.
In him.
I'd say at least 2 to 5. 2 to 5 before my mind starts like fucking leaving me, and it's just like, all right, you're in danger. I think you're on the right side of the road, but I can't confirm or deny that.
Theoretically, what would you say is the time to get from my house to your house? I mean, our studio to your house.
From the studio to my house, my commute's actually rather short. I'd say I could do it sub 2 minutes.
Really? I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, for me, it's not a big drive from the studio.
Right, yeah.
to
Your
my
studio
house.
is a little bit closer to your house.
Yeah, well, it makes it nice.
Yeah,
that means I can
definitely.
drink as much as I want and get drunk on the podcast, theoretically,
Hypothetically.
But so besides that, what kind of beverages do you like to drink?
Well, I know I'm going to get flack from this, but I definitely enjoy the hard seltzer trend.
Why is that? Not a big fan of seltzers myself.
I mean, it's like mostly water, so you get some water out of it, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
You get the nice buzz from the claw, which is
We're not sponsored.
Which we are not. I just got triple texted.
Wow. For some
Who hasn't
reason,
done it? Lime this like this.
what does that even mean?
I'm in a group chat for my first year seminar class, and they're all pretty fucking stupid. I'm not gonna lie.
Why? Why are they stupid? I mean, why are you guys doing work at midnight?
Because we had a paper due today at midnight, and
Did you do that?
Yeah, I did it yesterday because I thought it was due yesterday at midnight. So I did it
Smart.
yesterday at midnight, and
Little mood lighting.
the studio just became a different type of studio.
Is this your first time performing?
In front of a crowd this big, yeah, actually.
Usually, these performances only get bigger.
So do I. I am a grower,
Not a shower.
not a shower.
See, personally, for a nightcap for a podcast like this in episode 4, which we're in now, I prefer a little bit of whiskey and ice,
Mhm.
maybe a little bit of water in there. It gives the flavors, allows them to breathe
Mm.
and to express themselves more. But no, you can have your seltzers.
Well, I
Your
didn't
water.
finish the drinks that I enjoy. I enjoy personally. I enjoy the seltzers.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy actually if I'm going to just be sipping on something for like a little while, a Moscow Mule is way high on the list.
Theoretically, who makes the best Moscow mules?
Jamie.
She single shotted you every single time. I double shot you at minimum.
But they tasted so much better.
They don't.
Actually, I don't know. I'd say if you get the good ginger beer, it's pretty hard to fuck up a Moscow Mule.
Would you like to tell our audience who Jamie is?
Jamie was the sweetest lady that I've ever met in my life.
She might be listening to this right now.
Well, she was a very nice lady. She treated us very, very well. She was definitely not paid
She was definitely paid.
to hang out with us. She was a what is she?
She was a crew member on a boat we were on.
A crew member on a boat, and yeah, very, very friendly. Made really great drinks.
Yeah, and
Only cut Garrett off one time.
actually a couple times, but one time was earlier on in the evening. That was kind of a bummer. I had to drink water for about 4 hours before I was able to get another drink. But the best part about where I was on the boat was I was on a couch right next to where the bar was.
Mm.
So I'd wake up, roll over, get some coffee, take a dump, and start drinking. And it was
That's
that easy.
That's a big dub.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Where everyone else had to go upstairs.
I was downstairs. I always went to bed the earliest on that trip. I would go to bed.
What about not Bennett?
Chase.
Chase, yeah.
Chase and I were usually the earliest.
Chase was always gone real early.
I would go to bed. I'd sneak off by like 11 o'clock, grab a shower, and then just tuck her out 11:30.
Which would be equivalent to like 9:30
over here.
Our time.
I mean, honestly, left to my own devices, I go to bed 9:30, 10:30. Like, that is the sweet spot for me. I love it. I just go, I hop in bed, I read some of my book. I'm currently reading I don't actually know the name of the book. I just started it. I think it's like a murder mystery on the Road du Mas.
What is it about?
It's about a murder mystery on the Road du Mas.
Any more?
Actually, the intro is quite ironic because the main characters actually resemble some of our friends in real life. Which is,
really?
Yeah.
Are they stupid?
Quite. Well, not really. They're actually, so the two main characters are gunning for a spot as a, what's the word? I think I don't know what it's called, but it's like they're studying to be doctors, and they're trying to be a partner maybe with one of the head doctors in France. What's actually kind of cool about the book too is they sneak some French in,
which you're studying currently
which
right
I'm
now.
studying, so I get to apply actively what I'm learning, which is pretty neat.
For the audience, we actually just finished our French test online, not obviously together, because that'd be cheating.
Independently.
We don't like cheating.
Exactly.
We've been cheated on too many times.
I'd say, honestly, one of my favorite games to play is myself.
My heart, definitely.
I just get like dick down. Not to like pity, but like Garrett and I get fucked. Not physically.
Not in the good way.
Emotionally.
Yeah. I mean, you get used to it after a while, and kind of it just becomes the norm.
You just kind of shut people out.
Yeah.
You just shut down, and then you're drinking on a Friday night with your buddy making a podcast. Not saying that this applies to us at all.
No,
but it is a Friday night, and we are drinking, making a podcast.
I don't know if it might be too hard to explain the meme, but I recently saw it. It was the Tom and Jerry meme, where Tom is about to stab Jerry with a sword.
Oh, but then Jerry gives up. Yeah.
And it's like,
and
what's
Tom's
wrong?
Like, yo, dog, what's good?
And it's like,
fuck me, dude, this chick.
But it's
got me down.
The meme goes, it's like his quote was like, someone I was really interested in just stopping texting me out of nowhere, and then me just being used to it, and then like Tom's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know, that one hit a little hard.
Hit home.
Yeah.
Dang.
But currently I've been listening and reading to First Man, the Neil Armstrong's life story, and I've really enjoyed it, especially the audiobook version. It's really read I don't know, nicely, yeah. But I'm, I don't know, maybe a fifth of the way into it, and we're just getting to him test flying the X-15s.
Oh, sick.
Down in the desert in California. But it's really informational, and it's interesting, knowing it's a historical book, but it almost just sounds like I'm listening to a Wikipedia page that's
really?
more in depth, and it's really nice.
But it's interesting.
Yeah, no, I mean the way I think the author actually had over 55 interviews with Neil over a course of a few years as he wrote the book. So a lot of the things are from directly from Neil.
Oh, neat.
And yeah, the edition I have is actually just came out on the 50th anniversary of the moon landing,
Wow.
which was about a year ago now.
Nice. So
Yeah.
we're in the 51st anniversary this year.
Well, I believe the moon landing was what? Gosh, I'm gonna get.
1969.
Yeah, was it June? I think, I don't know.
No shit, was it actually 69?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey Siri, when was the moon landing?
I think it's like June 29th, 1969.
July 20th, 1969.
20th.
No kidding.
Yeah, I always
That's
knew it was
awesome.
1969 because it was like nice. But
Nice, yeah, for sure.
it's crazy. I mean, a lot of people don't know, which I think is I don't know, what does it say about our educational system? More that we live in a society, but that people think, even my own mom, I mean, to recently, thought we only went once
What?
to the moon. And there was Apollo 11 through 17, all were missions to the moon, excluding 13,
didn't make it.
which they kind of
They
oofed
hit
on
a
their
fucking
way.
speed bump too
Yeah.
hard. Sent it.
There were the air filters. But no, I mean, it's a really good book. And then another book that I just got as recently as well is Moon Dust. I think it's Finding the Men Who Fell to Earth.
Yeah.
And that one's about, all the astronauts on that first mission.
Oh, the one that didn't make back.
No, the
Apollo 11 mission.
Yeah, it's about all the guys that went to the moon. Mike Collins, Buzz Aldrin, and Neil.
Did we ever figure out the name of the ship that burned up on reentry?
Oh, I don't know. I want to say Endurance.
Here, I'll ask our assistant.
All right.
Hey Siri, what's the name of the moon mission that burnt up on reentry?
No, it wasn't a moon mission. It was one of the shuttles.
I'm pretty sure she'll get it.
I think there was with the Challenger. I think I want to say Endurance, but just look up all the
Apollo missions.
No, it wasn't Apollo. It was later on. It was not too long ago. It was about a little bit over a decade, I think.
Oh, no kidding, really?
Yeah, it was when Bush was still president.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was alive. So
What is it called? The incinerator? Not the incinerator. What's it called?
it's a little.
The Challenger?
No, there was the Challenger. It blew up.
Endurance.
Endurance, I think, is what it was that blew up on reentry.
Endurance spacecraft.
Just look up Endurance tragedy or something like that.
Tragedy.
But I know the Challenger blew up on launch.
I don't think it's the Endurance because it's not showing up.
Look up which one blew up on reentry. I don't want.
Which spaceship?
Make sure to accentuate the S's.
Spaceship.
That'll be fun to listen to.
Sorry for all the listeners at home. That's rude on my part. Which spaceship ignited on re-entry?
Went kaplooey.
It was the Columbia.
2003, that makes sense.
16-day science mission. The space shuttle Columbia broke apart upon re-entry, killing the entire crew.
My dad sold a dog to one of the astronauts' family.
Wow.
Right before they went, and my dad explained it. That the wife said, "Oh, my husband's going on a airplane ride, or so he was gonna go fly somewhere
To the freaking outer space."
Yeah, I don't think my dad did the story justice.
It was Rick Husband, Willie McCool. Oh,
Wait, his last name is Husband?
Yeah, Rick Husband.
Oof.
But the guy right behind him, Willie McCool, his name is McCool. McCool.
I don't want it. Maybe it's too soon. But I don't think they were McCool on the end.
Too soon.
All right, my bad.
Dude, I mean, nah, it's not too soon. Nobody knew it happened, I'll bet. Fuck, sorry for moving the mic so much.
What do you mean nobody knew what happened? It was a national
I guarantee
tragedy.
you, if you asked 40 people on the street today about the spaceship, the Space Shuttle Columbia, if you say, what happened to the Space Shuttle Columbia, they'd be like, that the bitch that went to the moon. Or they'd be like,
what was that accent, real quick? Let's go back to that.
That was a southern accent. I'm just really bad with accents.
You're really good with accents, I thought.
You thought wrong. But I think if you actually, we could do this. Let's go to the comments. Well, actually, this wouldn't work because I already kind of told you about it. But let's pretend I didn't. Okay? Let's pretend you didn't Google the Space Shuttle Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know about it? I mean, if you're truthful with
Maybe in the
me,
comments you just tell us.
very simply, there could be
No.
one guy that says, yes, I knew. And I'd be like, oh, that was wrong. But
I mean, we could go down to JPL and ask them.
JPL doesn't stand for anything, Garrett.
The Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Get out. That was a War Dogs reference.
Yes.
We could review that movie too.
We could if you guys
just
want.
In the comments, let us know, guys. We love to interact with you. We're just two kids that have.
I wouldn't say kids, but
2 young adults that have
Young
maybe 6 friends.
we have a lot more than 6 friends. But he likes to underplay it.
I like to underplay how many friends I have. It's sort of a
Ego move.
ego thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the what's it called?
Circle small.
Sure. Keep the circle small.
Enemies close. Friends closer.
Yeah.
So, no, I really enjoyed the book so far. I'm glad that we picked him up.
Right. Yeah. Wait, are you reading it?
I'm a little bit of both.
Oh,
You know,
that's
it just
awesome.
depends what I'm doing. But
Yeah, I definitely appreciate. I give Garrett flack all the time for listening to audiobooks,
but I listen to a lot of audiobooks.
but I feel like just reading is so much more beneficial.
Oh well, let's bring it out to the audience. Let's say
I'd say honestly, not to bash this conversation, but I don't know about the audience interaction at this point. I think we need to get flyers.
you want to start a petition.
No, not a petition, just flyers.
Change.org.
No, just put that little 320-bit picture that we have, the Lost in Conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and just paste it. What's the rice paste? Is that what it's called? I'm pretty sure it's called rice paste.
Interesting name for that.
Rice paste. It's some grain. Wheat paste? Hey Siri.
At least tell me what you're trying to do.
Like all
here.
the posters you see posted on like bus stops and everything.
Oh, that. But why not we could add a poll to our YouTube channel. You know that's the thing, right?
I did not know. Oh yeah. Actually, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that. But the interaction on that's kind of low.
Well,
You know how many people drive by bus stops? At least 100.
what are they gonna do? Stop and
They
fill it
see
out?
it. No, not a poll. We're just getting people to look at our channel, because then they can actually interact when we're doing these questions. Because then otherwise it's just can be us waiting.
We can wait.
But we will wait because we're patient like that.
Mhm.
We appreciate having the opportunity to interact with our people, and this is why we use Dollar Shave Club.
If
See,
they
this
were
could be your
sponsoring us.
time,
This
right
could be you.
here.
We could have said Raid Shadow Legends. We could
Could
have
have said anything.
anything
right
you
there.
wanted. But
Did you know that Hulu has live sports?
really, did you know Disney Plus actually just acquired The Simpsons?
Well, look at that. We just accidentally, shamelessly plugged for free.
You know, the interesting thing about it is people were surprised that The Simpsons went to
Didn't
Hulu.
it? It's Fox.
It's Fox.
And
Yeah,
they own Fox.
they own Fox now. They don't own Fox News though. I don't think. I think they own just 21st Century Fox.
Ah.
And does that mean they own Archer now?
Oh,
no.
so Hulu's
Hulu's kind of screwed.
agreement might. Well, they have live sports. They're good. They have live sports.
For how long?
They probably made a 10-year contract.
Disney can wait.
Disney will wait. Disney's
Yeah.
a freaking massive. Disney's gonna get trust busted if they buy live sports.
Oh yeah.
100%.
I mean, you can't just own media, just all of it.
They're gonna be like, oh wait, we accidentally bought Facebook too, and be like, hold up.
And they have their button on like add to cart Google.
It's
You're
just Amazon. They're like kink. They're like, so your total is 13 trillion. They're like, put it on the Amex.
I mean, Black Card doesn't have a
limit.
limit.
The banks of American Express are like, huh?
Hold on a second there.
I wonder how much. Hey Siri. Well, our assistant seemed to have left,
She'll be back.
but she'll come back.
Our other assistant actually is out right now too.
Our other assistant is out.
He didn't listen to the quarantine rule. That
And
was
he
just
went. and ventured out today.
Mm-hmm. So if he dies and can't edit our podcasts, sorry about that.
But we will be hiring again. So if
Mhm.
you do want to come in contact with 210s,
Yeah.
just going to reiterate that from our previous podcast, we are both dashing, charming, and good looking.
Smart and
I
funny.
won't hype us up too much. You can make your own claims.
It's like I saw Pete Davidson stand up recently,
Right?
and he was joking about after Ariana Grande and they
Yes.
broke up,
Right.
and everyone heard, oh, his dick's big, right? Because that's the only way.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, it's not bashing his looks or anything. That's a rough one. Like it has to
It
be.
has to
It
be.
has to be. That's the only thing. And he just kind of said, well, I don't know who started spreading that rumor, but it's kind of a dick move now because every single girl
Thinks he's huge.
he gets with now is disappointed.
Oh, that's rough to live with.
Yeah.
Honestly, that actually
All
is
that
like,
hype.
golly.
I mean, what's worse? Having to be celibate because you're the dragon warrior? Or
Having your wife stolen by your best friend?
mm-hmm.
Or divorcing your wife and losing her to RDJ?
Mm-hmm. Or
in this case,
people
just
think you have a
disappointing
big dick.
every single chick.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Except the blind ones.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sure they
maybe.
could still.
They're numb to feeling.
Well,
I guess at that point.
Blind doesn't mean numb to feeling. I'm pretty sure they just can't see.
I don't know. I mean,
What do you
who
mean?
defines
it's
that?
blind. The fucking word blind.
It's who is the girl that was blind and deaf?
I don't know. I never met her.
There's she's got like.
That's interesting.
It's
Now
not-
that is another thing.
It's not Anne Frank, is it?
No, Anne Frank
That's the
was
Holocaust.
the Holocaust chick. Golly. Anne Hathaway is her accomplice.
Yes.
But blind and deaf, I'm pretty sure.
There was a girl.
That is a
Thought
very
it was an Anne
tough
too.
hand.
I'm fairly certain.
Hey Siri. What is the name of the blind and deaf woman?
Mm-hmm.
Deep blindness is the condition of little or no useful hearing and little or no useful sight. Would you like to hear more?
Yes, please.
There are different degrees of vision loss.
I think we want to
auditory loss within
see who had that.
Yeah, there's a picture of a lady here. It's black and white. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna... Deaf blindness is the condition.
What was the girl's name though?
Hold on a sec. Anne Sullivan's
I knew it was an Anne.
efforts to draw Helen Keller from
Helen Keller. That was it. Helen Keller.
Yeah. Wow, that is such a difficult thing to live with.
That's a rough time. But I mean,
If you overcome that, you genuinely are like the hardest working person.
mm-hmm.
Like, how do you even communicate to start with? You can't learn
Feeling, I guess.
Braille from like looking and like
Yeah,
connecting, and you can't
it would all be from
do
touch.
sign language because you can't see.
Yeah. I mean,
Golly,
I wonder if she was just fully deaf or it was like muted.
that's what the blind deafness. It said that it's like nearly deaf.
Yeah. So I wonder if
Just
she-
like bass boosted
like
Parker in
Morse
front of
code
like
of some
like a
kind.
rave thing,
Mhm.
and then you're just kind of like, hello, and then she's like, yo, what up? But like not to that extent, but like
I was gonna make a joke there because I know Family Guy's made a joke in the past, but it would not work
our
well here.
podcast is not on the scale of Family Guy yet. We would get shot out the sky.
Maybe
even
that's
though
what we want to be. We want to push
We
the
wanna-
boundaries more than South Park even.
that. Ooh, I don't know. Still don't have jobs.
But I don't even know what we're talking about.
Dude, this group chat is actually hilarious.
What's going on
they're
now?
They're saying who hasn't done it, and like everybody liked that they hasn't done it.
Mhm.
And then she said, I asked for an extension, and then Dylan said same. And then this girl named Marley says, I don't live far enough to do that. Huh? And then
I think time zone differences.
oh, and then some other chick said, it's like I'm in high school again. This was literally my high school homework. And then Kaylee said, I don't even know what these questions are asking.
Yeah, Kaylee, I know.
That is the Kaylee you know.
You want to talk about that?
Should I just say in the group chat, like, you guys probably should ask Yuri what to do? I'm going to do that.
Do that.
You should ask Yuri,
Or Mike.
Yuri, what to do.
For those who don't know,
They're about to get clapped. I actually said it.
he actually asked. He told them that Yuri knows. You know who Yuri is, Nolan?
You're retarded.
Yeah.
Oh, we just lost every opportunity to get. Okay, Brian, fix that in post.
Fix that in post, please. I mean, it's not
Hold
bad
on
to
a
say
sec.
that. That's
I
a medical.
I want to Google what the actual spelling of Yuri. Yuri tarded.
Well, no, Yuri tarded isn't bad because that is or
Dude, I just
YU
hope the fuck to God someone says who's
RI.
Yuri.
I mean, it's not bad. And
Oh,
first off,
Connor sent the fucking open face emoji, but I just want someone to say who's Yuri. Do it.
it's not much to ask, is it? I recently watched Austin Powers again for the first time. Nolan, you watched the first 3/4 of it?
Oh, God damn it. Connor laughed at it. What'd you say?
Wow. We'll have to fix that in post again, Ryan, because someone wasn't listening. Hopefully, he actually edits these. And I was watching Austin Powers recently, and you watched the first 3/4 of it or so?
I think I watched a good first half of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I watched the end about 2 days ago, and it was like maybe 20 minutes more.
Oh.
In the movie. But you'd never seen it before.
I have never seen the Austin Powers trilogy.
Yeah, trilogy now.
Yeah, no, I have not seen it at all.
I watched it, when I was
Just the
4.
young lad.
Yeah, maybe
Just
4.
a young lad.
We'd had a Lincoln Navigator with the TVs in the back.
Oh, nice.
And on road trips up to Mammoth Mountain, where we'd go skiing, I'd watch movies. One of the movies was Austin Powers in the trilogy, as well as Troy. I learned later, or no, was Troy, yeah, and then there was Alexander, the movie about Alexander the Great. It's an interesting one. I learned later that there was a lot of sex scenes in that movie that I just did not pick up on as a 4-year-old. But
what were the folks doing? They were like, hey, let's get some good movies for a 4-year-old. They're like, what smacks? And they're like, Austin Powers, that's a good one. Troy, that's a good one. Alexander, it's like looks at the back, like nudity, strong violence, sexual content. They're like, put it in the basket. Like,
no, it's a really good movie. At least, I mean, I don't know if it holds up to today's standards, but I really enjoyed it.
As a 4-year-old?
Oh yeah, jeez.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I learned some stuff from that movie,
This group chat is now completely silent upon my saying you should ask Yuri what to do.
They're all asking each other in their other group chats.
The group
without
chat
you.
that I am no longer in. Who the
They're,
fuck is Yuri? They're Googling it. Like, God damn it.
I mean, it'd be very nice if one of them would say, "Who's Yuri?"
I just want it to happen.
I mean, you sure? Wait, follow up and say, wait. It might be Mike.
I don't want to say Mike because it'd be Mike Hawk.
Mike Oxlong.
I mean, they're actually trying so hard. They're like, who hasn't done it? Like, they're actually trying to scramble and do it. They don't understand. This is what Connor and I went through yesterday for 4 fucking hours because we were like, this sucks, asshole. I don't know what's happening. And we're like, fuck it. We'll just bullshit it. And then we just bullshitted it. But I guess they don't know how to do that. And
college
so
kids.
I literally said, you should ask Yuri what to do.
These are some top 50 school kids.
They're infinitely smarter than I am.
But they never learned how to BS an essay in high school.
But they never learned how
that's
to
one
fucking
thing
BS.
that I really felt like our high school helped us with. Because I could BS just about... Oh, wow. Just in, guys. Kenny Rogers, the country music legend, has passed away.
Oh, no.
As we're recording this, yeah.
Wow.
Do you know who Kenny Rogers is?
No.
No. You ever heard The Gambler?
No.
You've heard The Gambler.
Okay. I don't listen to country too much.
This is like
I don't do
old country.
I've heard Kenny Rogers. I'm sure you've mentioned him before.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of commercials as well.
Is he the guy that does the Yeah song?
No.
Or the Yeah, and it's just like screaming.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, but I've never heard that.
Okay, then I don't really follow him.
His most popular song is "The Gambler." It's a really good song. It's like know when to hold 'em, when to fold 'em, know when to walk away. No, all right. Well, that's
not ringing a bell. No.
interesting.
Old
Sorry,
Lance
I'm
Lane.
I was a music major going into college, so I know a lot about.
You're not still a music major?
Well, I mean, it's a
Let's talk
funny
about that.
story. You know, we'll talk about that. I went into college as a classical guitar major
Mm.
under one of the best classical guitarists in the world, Christopher Parkinen,
Oh, neat. Where
and
does he teach?
he teaches at Pepperdine.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's where
and
I go.
yeah, same. That's where I go too.
Neat.
And when I got there for the student orientation, they told me, well, I couldn't join a fraternity, and I would not be able to go study abroad. One of Pepperdine's biggest attractions. A lot of people, if they don't get into where they want to go, they'll just transfer from Pepperdine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, they didn't get their broad program.
And they just dip?
They just dip."
Wow.
There was a guy that
That's what
transferred.
I'm doing. If I get pulled from abroad next year, I'm going to leave.
Interesting. I don't know why.
I don't know. It's just hard. The school is hard for what you get out of it, I feel.
I don't think it's that hard. But I mean, you're all also in one of the most demanding majors. He's trying to become a doctor.
Connor just sent me a snap saying, I now know why we weren't added to the group chat originally, because we were added to this chat very late. The first time we were added, they were already like, they added me and Connor, and they said, who's these two?
Oof. But basically
I've
after
only
that,
sent one text. I've sent two texts in this chat, and one was my name, and the other was, you should ask Yuri what to do.
but basically I ended up switching to a minor in classical guitar because
So
I would be able to
what's
do.
your major now, Garrett?
I'm technically a film art or a screen arts major, I think, but I'm thinking about changing it again to something that would fit me better, and a minor in classical guitar.
Maybe
So,
do they have any like studio oriented majors?
I mean, that'd be pretty cool,
Right.
but I would assume it's the same thing as um, if it's a fine arts thing, they'd have to do like performance and stuff like that.
Oh,
But if there's a major specifically for mixing and
really?
creating music, that'd be really cool.
Oh, if
Pepperdine doesn't seem that cool.
Pepperoni's not very.
USC might have something like that,
I see.
more like high tech. But I mean, we just got the screen arts program last year or this year is the first year for students to have it, and they got rid of a lot of the old film professors and got some new ones. So they're kind of shaky. They're not. They have no idea what the major looks like even yet. But so now I'm in a fraternity, and I'm going abroad. Hopefully,
Oh, there's a text message.
if the coronavirus kind of dies down a little bit. I'm kind of curious what we should talk about now. I have no idea.
Well, that long silence there gives us an opportunity
Yeah,
because now we know
at least where that.
where we are.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think off of one White Claw, I am so lean right now. I was a little bit buzzed right there.
Really,
Yeah, that was nice.
I don't think one White Claw can really give you a
I'm-
buzz.
Well, because I actually this morning, Garrett, I am very embarrassed to say this. I weighed 134 pounds.
That is 6 pounds down from what you were last week before gyms closed down.
That was 6 pounds. So gyms closed and I lost 6 pounds.
Do you want to talk about the issue with the gyms?
Don't even get me started, man. Like, I am absolutely appalled with the governor of Los Angeles. I mean, I do
Well,
understand.
it's all of California now.
Yeah, I do understand that people are trying to prevent the spread of the coronavirus, and I understand that. Sure, the gym is a very closely packed environment, but like for the health of more people, I mean, like shutting down a gym, I feel does negative because sure you get exposed to people, but you don't get exercise then. People have just been sitting inside for like the past week. Like most people, I was blessed enough to have a ridiculously fast metabolism. So most people are probably gained like all the weight that they've been working so diligently, so freaking hard for to lose. They've gained it all back most likely.
I mean, one upside for me, I think I might lose some weight in this quarantine just because I can't go to In-N-Out.
Every day.
I mean, I could, but
You really
Actually,
gotta go out of your way to do
yeah,
that.
I gotta leave, and then if cops pulls me over. Are you doing anything mandatory? I'm like, yeah, I'm getting in and out.
Well, no, actually, there's no like mandatory. There's tons of. It's very lenient. It's just
Yeah.
kind of like a fear monger type of thing.
I wonder.
You can go outside for essentials. You can go outside for food. You can go outside to visit a doctor. You can go outside to go to any gathering that has less than 10 people.
In and out has more than 10 people.
Well, that's food.
I guess that's true. So we could have a 9-person concert.
We can have a 9-person kickback.
I don't know if I trust 9 people.
That is true.
I've been hurt a lot of times, guys. You know, you don't know if you can trust any
Back to
people.
the beginning of the podcast. See, this is how
Full
deep-
circle. But
Really? Now, Connor, don't start a conversation. Now, Connor doing the very not cash money moment where he's trying to start a conversation in the middle of a group chat.
Ryan, you're gonna probably have to cut out these things about
I'm gonna
Connor.
text Connor. Connor said, Lamau, are you currently under the influence? I am indeed questionable
Under one White Claw.
of sobriety. Jesus Christ. Lamau. This group chat's literally just Connor talking to one chick now.
Nice. Back to the podcast.
Beep.
Beep. So, you've been playing Escape from Tarkov recently?
Not much
Really?
as of late. I've been playing more of the Warzone from Call of Duty.
Mm.
What is it now? Modern Warfare?
Modern
I think we're
Warfare,
still
yeah.
in,
You know, actually, I just saw earlier this week that there was rumors that it's possible for a Black Ops reboot in 2020.
That would be neat.
Yeah.
This morning I was trying to play Warzone, but the servers for the West Coast were being DDoSed by a bunch of freaking Weenie Hut Juniors. So it was just ridiculously laggy. And I was like, this is fun.
So you went back to Tarkov.
No, that's actually when I decided to take a freaking nap because I had nothing else to do.
Do you think you're taking a nap because your body needs rest because it's getting sick?
Yes.
That's cool. I haven't played Tarkov in
2 weeks.
about a little bit over 2 weeks. One of our friends, and you'll probably be listening to this actually. He
really likes Tarkov.
he really likes Tarkov. I got him into Tarkov actually.
He's really good at Tarkov too.
I mean, I've never seen him in action. Every time I play with him, we die.
I will say the extraction rate. I mean, it's not that bad. It's like 30% or something right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, mine was like 50.
Really?
Yeah, like I had a really high.
Wow.
I mean, I'd rat,
Oh.
but
My extraction rate's also like mid-20s because it's like I go in, I start looting, I hear something, it's a grenade, and I'm like, that's cool.
I usually play it really slow. I mean, I know like a lot of players, like new players, will play it slow. But I don't know. I think it just depends.
I'd say some of the most fun runs are just you go in with like a Grok on like reserve,
Mm-hmm.
and you just kind of dick around and.
I think it's fun is like going in with a pistol, maybe a chest rig, enough like a backpack big enough for a gun case, a scav backpack, and then just running into dorms on customs and just seeing what you get and try to fight out. Because you just need to kill one scav to get a gun. Hopefully it's like not a Taz. For those
fatty shoddy.
yeah, it's a bolt action shotgun. I don't know why anyone would ever make that. But I mean those runs are pretty fun. But I don't know, I just haven't felt like playing any video games recently. I've been dealing with a lot of the mixing of the audio and trying to figure that out.
Lots of COVID-19
Yeah, it just
workarounds. We've been in online classes now for a week, and it's just
it's weird. It doesn't feel
really
like you're in
not-
class.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been in front of my class, literally in my boxers, ever before, but this week was a first. Had no clue my camera was plugged in. Joined a Zoom midway through the class. I was like, I'll just sneak in the back, but there was no sneaking in the back. It was bad.
It's weird because a lot of people they'll have nightmares their whole life. Like, what if I'm in class and I'm naked?
I did that.
That's a real thing now.
I eventually this semester. How much longer is in this semester? Like a month.
Just a little bit less than a month.
It's
We get out in roughly a month and 9 days.
roughly.
Yeah.
But
the last day of
it's
finals.
just gonna be one of these days. I'm gonna be because I just AFK like
Mhm.
in these chats. So one day I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna accidentally hit the auto turn on the camera button,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna go take a shower, come back, and I'm just gonna be like fucking steamy, like wet, just ripped. Because I am very lean right now, so the veins will be popping, and it's just kind of, it's gonna happen, and
and
then
it's
I'm gonna go
inevitable.
back next semester, and all these girls are gonna be like, "Hey," and that one dude that was questioning is gonna be like, "Hey."
You think would that hey be a little bit higher pitched?
Well, I don't judge, but
Why'd you say he
definitely-
was questioning? What was he questioning? Ryan, you can cut this out if you want.
Ryan, we're gonna fix this in post. This entire thing is just drunk rambling.
I mean, I think this might be the best podcast so far.
I'd say there was really solid parts to it. That's for sure.
We could definitely cut it down a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of us.
Maybe we avoid the talk about our particular Tarkov friend.
No, we could keep that.
Well, this part right here is just out.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan,
this is just notes to you, Ryan.
We'll.
Ryan, I hope you're having a good day, whatever day this is. Just
it's Saturday now.
I know whatever day it is. Right now, you're not appreciating me being this loud, but I just kissed you on your ear, so good luck taking that back.
Thank you for talking directly into the mic.
Of course.
But what else have you been doing? You were doing that Murph yesterday. You want to explain what that is?
Oh, so a Murph. Everybody knows what a Murph is. A Murph is you run a mile, you do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then you run another mile.
I mean, some people might not know why it's a thing. It was named after Michael P. Murphy, Medal of Honor recipient, after he died in the Operation Red Wings, back I think it was 2005. That's the story of actually Lone Survivor with Marcus Luttrell, where the book and movie came from. But go on about your Murph experience.
Yeah, but typically people do it you're supposed to do it with a 25-pound weighted vest.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have access to a 25.
I actually do have access to that vest.
You have a 25-pound weighted vest?
Yeah, it's right in that corner.
Oh, well, hey. Maybe next time I do a Murph, you wear it and run along.
Yeah, because I also noticed you didn't get through this Murph, did you?
I actually didn't. I took some supplements before that disagreed with my stomach. And
roid rage.
And, well, originally the workout plan was not to do a Murph. It was to just do chest and tries like typical people do, but I wasn't told about this, and so
no one forced you into it though.
But I had to get some workout in, Garrett. I haven't worked out in so long.
It was like a day.
No, I haven't worked out since we got shut down, which was like
3 days ago.
Yeah, it's been forever. I'm a gym rat.
It's
been 4 days. It's been 4 days.
4 days now that it's Saturday.
It's bad, but
we're literally like 20 minutes into Saturday. And it's now been 4 days.
It's been 4 days.
Anyway, it's 3.
And so I get through, I think, the first 30 pull-ups, and I just feel like I'm gonna yak. It was just so bad.
30 pull-ups? That's it?
Yeah. Well, after running. So we ran a mile.
Mm.
I did 30 pull-ups, and I was like, my stomach's gonna like flop.
Do them in one set, or do you just
3 sets?
3 sets of 10.
And then I went on to do my push-ups, and I did sets of 20. And then I did sets of 20s with the squats. And then I got to 90 push-ups, and I was like, nah, this ain't it, Chief. So I just sat on my back for like a little while. Cause I
saw a picture of that.
I'm going to probably yak. And then we ended up running home.
That seems kind of stupid.
Well, I didn't want to be a total bitch. I was like, at least I'll fucking run it. And then I got in the car, drove to Vaughn's, yacked at the Vaughn's.
You yacked at Vaughn's?
In the parking lot. It was kind of awkward because everybody's like, COVID-19, stay away from me. If I can open it, bah!
Like, I'm
and then
fine.
I walked into the Vaughn's.
Everyone's looking at you.
That was, yeah.
Not a good time.
Not a fun time.
I mean, I literally have a gym next to my studio, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you do. Is it closed because of the virus?
We have private access to it.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yeah, it's like a private, personal.
You could do a Murph here.
Oh yeah, you could. You have everything to do a Murph,
You have everything to do a Murph here.
including the weights.
I don't know why you haven't been doing Murphs every day then.
I just don't tell you that I'm doing Murphs.
Oh, really? Can
Yeah.
I come tomorrow for a Murph? Or
It-
today, actually, for a Murph?
If you're here around the right time, yeah.
What time would that be?
I don't know yet. Just depends when I wake up. If you come over earlier in the day,
Mhm.
I'll get up.
Mhm.
Because I do need to get up earlier to set my clock back on. Because I have not been able to fall asleep until around 5 a.m.
Ah.
every single day, and then I sleep until around 2 a.m.
Okay, well, 10
Or
in the
2 p.m.
morning is when I have to be up.
All right, why is that?
Connor just said 10 in the morning we're moving
Oh, the gym
the
equipment?
gym equipment. Do you want to
Seems
tag
kinda-
along or do you want to sleep in?
I'll probably, maybe sleep in a little bit. It
All
just
right,
depends
I'll
what.
come over when we're done with that,
Mhm.
and then we'll do our Murph. Does that sound like a plan to you, Garrett?
Sure, buddy.
Okay. All right, well,
Um,
on that note, I should probably get to bed then.
well, all right, well, let's
So let's just plug our sponsors one last time in this podcast. This could be your time.
so, this could be you.
This could be
This
the
could not be
this
you.
could be the largest MMORPG on the iPhone. This could be your inability to get a freaking erection. This could be your time. This could be your time to plug your razors. This could be your time. What else?
We could
is-
get, what was it, the Magnums? You could send us those.
We could do condom ads. We're,
Yeah.
we're young kids. We're in college. We use condoms all the time. We're tens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean by tens? Wink, wink.
We're lying. But we definitely need sponsors.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for the viewers right now, you're actually our sponsors right now. Our viewers. So I mean, don't forget, like and subscribe.
Please share it with your mom.
I kn-
She'll love hearing us
Mhm.
talk. Please share it with your dad. He probably won't like us as much. Please share it with your grandparents. They won't know
Mhm.
what's happening.
Siblings, friends.
Siblings.
And the thing is,
I don't know. Does your dog listen to podcasts when he goes to sleep? I
could.
wouldn't put it past him.
mhm.
We have very soothing voice. Mine's a little bit high pitched and annoying, but Garrett's.
Well, I think, the nice thing with podcasts is that, we listen, on our drives, when we're going to bed.
Exactly. We can be your friends.
We can wake up to us in the morning. We could actually make a podcast, shouting out to the audience. We could do the weather in the morning if we get
If you
you know,
want,
get enough
if
sponsors.
you live in where we, like, honestly, if you send us enough, like if you tell us where you live,
Mhm.
not
We-
super specific in a weird way, just tell us the city.
General big city.
We'll just run down the weather when you wake up. We'll be
Mhm.
like, and for our listeners in, I don't know,
We could go down our
in
list.
Miami,
say-
today it's going to be, well, we gotta wake up way early for that. Hold up.
Yeah.
Maybe not Miami.
Well, we'll
West
do-
Coast time.
We'll do on our
start with West
podcast.
Coast.
Say, looking at this next week, the forecast
and
looks
then we
like.
just kind of guesstimate like the meteorologist. do.
Yeah.
And we're like, and based off of our satellite imaging that we stole, it's gonna rain.
And then guess what? We are your news. You don't have to go to
Do you
those
wanna-
other.
Are you sick and
other
tired
places.
of hearing all this
Biased
stuff
news?
about the COVID-19? Do you want to listen to like unbiased dumpling rating movies
Mm-hmm. Look, come to
instead
us.
of learning about what's happening in the world?
Do it.
That's us.
That sounds like something I would do.
That's what I would do. If I would wake up, I'd be like, oh, time to listen to my buddies Garrett and Nolan talk.
Let's listen to some Lost in Conversation.
Lost in conversation, because that's you just wake up and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
how am I gonna end my day today? And you're like, well, I did hear my friends talk about that movie, or talk about whatever they were talking about. And we're like, boom.
Let's say you're trying to you're with your your family, your wife, your girlfriend, friends. You want to try to find a good movie. You come to our podcast. You listen. You say, oh, let's hear what they have to say about this movie. Should we watch it? And
If you're
we'll
ever
tell you.
lonely,
Mhm.
just listen
We're
to
there.
your pals.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a movie to watch afterwards. Because we'll be like, we're not going to leave you
From-
empty-handed. We're not going to leave you on red. We're not going
Mhm.
to block you on Snapchat when all of a sudden you thought everything was going great, but then you discovered that it wasn't. Because all of a sudden her friend named Jeff just popped back up in her life. We're not going to be Jeff. We're not gonna do that to you. We're gonna be
No.
your buddies.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be in your corner the whole way through. That's us. Garrett and Nolan, lost in conversation. I'm lost in this conversation. I'm just kind of ranting. Garrett's looking for something on his phone.
I mean,
I'm just
just
talking.
remember, if you are lonely, in the words of Plain White Tees, give this podcast another listen. Wink. Ciao.